Hi everyone, so today I have this package from K-Pop Town to open up, and K-Pop Town is the site that I've ordered from a good bit over the years, but I don't order from super frequently. It's mostly when they have items that I can't really get at other stores. And that was initially the reason why I ordered from them this time, because when I placed my order, they said that they had Hyunna's most recent mini album, I'm Not Cool, in stock, and most of the other sites I normally buy from were having stock issues. So I placed an order for that along with both versions of Wavy's new album, and I also picked up a couple extra copies of SHINee's Don't Call Me because I was having trouble finding the photo cards I wanted, either for trade or for sale, so I was like, I'll just pick up a couple extra albums, have a little more trade fodder if I don't get what I'm looking for, and then sell the extra copies. I got an email a couple days after that the Hyuna album actually was not in stock and that they could refund me the price of that after they shipped the albums out. And I was like, that's fine. I wasn't surprised by it because, like I said, that album had been having a lot of stock issues, and I was okay with just getting the other 4 albums I'd ordered. What I wasn't okay with was how long it took those items to ship. I ordered these the day Wavy's album came out. I watched the music video and immediately after, went to finally pick up this album because I knew I wanted to get it pretty soon. And it's April. The Wavy album came out back in, I think it was March. So it's been a minute. It took them a lot longer than usual to ship these albums. And I will say, because I had ordered using DHL shipping, that once they shipped, they got here super quickly, but I just didn't appreciate having to wait so long, especially because the item that was the main reason I had ordered from this retailer went out of stock, and I wasn't able to get it after all, because SHINee's repackaged album is out now. I don't know that I would have picked up additional copies of Don't Call Me had I known it was going to take this long. I think I would have just waited to buy the repackage. But I digress. And anyway, I have these now. I'm going to go ahead and open up the SHINee albums first and just do a really quick photo card reveal on those, because I have already unboxed those, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. The Wavy albums I'm super excited about, though. Looking at them, I didn't really know how the packaging was, and it looks like this really nice hardcover book, which is super exciting. Love, love, love packaging like that. So that'll be fun to finally get to look through. But yeah, I will say the albums were just kind of crammed in this box, which I don't love. Luckily these weren't my initial copies of Don't Call Me, because I don't know if you can see, one of the corners got a little bit banged up from the packaging. Not too bad though. Could have been a lot less considering this box is just the size of these albums. But yeah, these took so long that I actually did end up buying most of the photo cards I needed off of Mercari Japan. So you will be seeing that photo card haul in the near future as well. So if I pull duplicates, those are just going right up on eBay, I guess. Yeah, the only one I'm missing at this point that I haven't bought is Key's reality version. Now I will say that's just for Mino and Key's photo cards. And that's just for their main photo card. Not the extra stuff, like the calling cards and stuff like that. I didn't buy those. My priority with SHINee is more so the album photo cards. And I did say in my original unboxing of these albums that I was thinking of also starting to collect Taemin from this era forward, but I don't know if I am going to be doing that after all, just seeing how hard these cards are to get a hold of secondhand. I don't really want to be buying 3 copies of every SHINee album from now on, so if Taemin's cards aren't easy to get just by buying off eBay, then I probably will just stick to collecting Mino and Key. Honestly, that's the main reason I don't collect more full groups. It's it just adds up really quickly. That's one of the reasons I try to limit myself to just a couple members per group, and that doesn't always work out. See groups like Stray Kids where I collect 4 members, but that is my goal, usually. Doesn't mean I don't love all the members. But yeah, so really quick, I'm just gonna do a photo card reveal. And these are, yeah, all in this nice little envelope here, which makes it real easy for what I'm trying to do. Get that sticker off, nice and easy. And, okay, I was wrong. It wasn't Key's reality version. It was his fake reality version I needed. Because that's what I just pulled. Well, that's really awesome. Because this is the one card that, like, every time I have seen it for sale, it's, like, really expensive or it's, like, already gone. I actually did try to buy this card on Mercari Japan. And got an email back that they weren't able to buy it because it sold out before I could. And, well, that worked out really nicely. That I did end up pulling this card. So that's fun. That's really exciting. That got off to a really great start. Yeah, I thought it was from the other version of the album. That's why I opened this one first. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic now that I've pulled the only card I needed right off the bat. Well, that's super exciting. Yay. And then I also pulled the group card for this calling card. And then Mino and Taemin's postcard. And I think I got the other postcard in my other version of the album. So that works out. Now I did get both of those as well. So I probably, because I did get the different version, I probably will hang on to that. I'll double check myself, but this postcard doesn't look familiar, so I think it's the other version. And then for the reality version, again, everything's just in this nice little envelope. Super convenient. Would be more convenient if it wasn't sealed with a sticker. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this was less successful. I got a duplicate of this Onyu card. Yeah, Taemin must be the member they print less of, because I swear I have not seen anyone pull Taemin's, and his cards go for, like, a lot of money when I see them. But I did get Mino for this little transparent thing, and I'm not going out of my way to collect these, because they'd be hard to display in a binder. I think they're bigger than the 9 pocket pages. But it's still nice to have Mino's, because he is one of my biases in Shiny. Oh! I forgot about the folded poster. Oh god. I have to go back and look at the other album again because I forgot about the poster. For this one I got Mino for the poster, and I do already have his. So that is a duplicate. But for the postcard, I got Onyu and Key. And again, I'm going to have to double check. I feel like I did get the other 2 postcards. I'm going to double check myself, but I think... Because I think I got one duo in one album and one in the other last time, and I think it was the other way around. So I think I've got all 4 postcards. And the poster I got for the other one was Key. So that's perfect. I got both of my I think I got Taemin's in my first unboxing. So I have, like... Did I get Onyu's? I don't even remember. I was gonna say, now let's take a quick look at these wavy albums, but these are a lot thicker than I expected they would be for a mini album, so I don't know how quick this is actually going to be. But the album does come in 2 versions. We have the Stranger version and the Hitchhiker version, and this is Wavy's 3rd mini album, Kickback. They come sealed in like these plastic bags that look like they're part of the packaging almost. Because they're resealable, but, I mean, they're a hardcover book. They don't need this as part of the packaging, so that's interesting. But this is the Stranger version, and it has a blue color scheme, which I absolutely love. Blue is, of course, my favorite color. And the album has 6 songs. Kickback, which is the title track, Action Figure, Horizon, All for Love, Good Time, and then a Korean version of Kickback. And it's a super great mini album. I really enjoy all of the songs on it. Action Figure and All for Love are my favorite of the B-sides. But they're definitely all worth a listen in my opinion. So let's get this out of the plastic and take a closer look. With the plastic wrap off, we can see that it's got like this transparent plastic slip cover, which is super interesting. With that on, that's what the spine looks like, and that is the back, as we saw. But when you take that off, it says kickback on the inside. It removes like the blue parts from the cover. That's super interesting. The back just kind of, you had some additional detailing, but yeah, this is super cool packaging. Most of the Wavy albums that I have, I've really enjoyed the packaging for. Their second mini album, Take Over the Moon, and the repackage of that were both very, very good. I will say, one minor complaint, the corners are a little bit dinged up, but I don't want to blame that on the site I bought it from because of the external packaging from SM. I very well could have just been like that in the factory. That's what the spine looks like with the thing off. Very interesting. And it's like, it's got a nice like texture to it. It's not like matte or glossy. It just like has a very specific feel to it that I wish I knew how to describe better. I can see the photo card and stuff peeking out, so I'll try to move that to the back. My biases in Wavy are Lucas and Tin, so I'm hoping for their stuff. And I don't remember what all random content you get in here, so I'm excited to find out. One thing I will say is, looking at the teaser photos for this, and then the actual music video, and then the actual, like, stages, it was very clear SM was, like, sitting on this for a while. Like, they clearly took this photo shoot back during, like, Resonance Part 2. So I wonder why it took them so long to release it. But it looks like we have Lucas to start with. And then Xiaojun, yeah, see, Xiaojun's got, like, the blonde hair here, like he had for Make-A-Wish. I think that's Tin. Yeah, see, Hindari had his pink hair, like he did for Resonance Part 2. And, like, the aesthetics of this don't match with the aesthetics of the music video, totally. And that is just kind of an SM thing. Like, it happens with a lot of their groups, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. I have the lyrics for Kick Back, which is a really fun song. It's not my favorite song on the album, nor is it my favorite Wavy title track, but I do really enjoy it. Got Win Win. Yeah, that is 10. See, he's got his, like, chunky streaks that he had in 90s Love. Got Coon. Oh, that's a gorgeous picture of 10. The lyrics for Action Figure, which is, like I said, so good. It's one of my favorite B-sides. That and All for Love. It's really hard for me to pick one over the other because they're so different, but so good. Action Figure is, like, a nice upbeat song. They put out, like, a dance video for it, and I'm really glad they did, because I feel like a lot of K-pop fans only listen to music through, like, YouTube videos, and I feel like that is going to give the song some much-needed exposure. I think this is the first time we've seen Yang Yang in this whole photo book. Hi, Yang Yang. I mean, I do like this concept. I like the outfits. I like how elegant it is. It just doesn't really match up with what we see in the music video. But I guess that's SM for you. But we do get a concept switch here. Got Yang Yang. And I think they did wear these outfits in the music video, so we do get a little bit of overlap there. The way they did Lucas's hair in this photo shoot is like so 80s. It's so fun. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a page 4, the lyrics for Horizon, but the lyrics are not there. Ah, they're on the next page. I wonder if that was supposed to be like that or if that was like an error when they put the photo book together. It's cool though. I really love how much bright blue there is in here because again, that's one of my favorite colors. Interesting that it looks like they took these photos at a water park. Like an abandoned water park? It must be. He's on the slide. That is such a gorgeous picture of Lucas with the sun behind him. Oh, that's so pretty. Win-Win's outfit here. I don't know how well you can see it because he's in the crease, but it sure is something. Like, nothing there wearing matches. And then we switch back to the more elegant concept. Very interesting. I will say this elegant concept feels very wavy. Like, it goes along with, I think it was the Take Over the Moon sequel album. Had kind of an elegant concept. I love all the necklaces. That's so cool. Yang Yang's mullet. Then we had the lyrics for All for Love, which, again, really, really love that song. I highly, highly recommend it. It's like, it is a slower song, but I don't know if I'd classify it as a ballad, because it's like, I mean, they have a dance to it, so I don't think it is a ballad, but it's like this very, it like builds very dramatically, and I really like it. Like, I think I do get why Kickback was the title track. Because it feels it feels more like an NCT song, I feel like, while still having, like, Wavy's signature touches. And I feel like for this to be the first Wavy comeback after they were officially, like, canonized as part of the NCT group, I feel like that could hopefully help retain some people whose, like, first exposure to Wavy was NCT 2020. But if you've only heard Kickback, I do highly, highly recommend checking out both of those B-sides, because they're really good. Like I said, the whole album is, but those two in particular, definitely worth a listen. We have Good Time, and the lyrics for that. Again, interesting that it's, like, cut in half by pictures. That's a fun picture. I love the colors in that. Super vibrant. I wonder where they filmed this. Because I know the photo shoot for ATEEZ's Thanks, I want to say that was in, like, an abandoned water park area, and I wonder if it's the same one. That would be neat. I love the blue streaks in Yang Yang's hair here. That's so cool. With the lyrics for the Korean version of Kickback. Which, one thing I thought was super interesting was when they were doing promotions, on some of the shows they did the Korean version, and some of the shows they did the Chinese one. So that was a really interesting choice. I assume that was the broadcasting station's decision of which one they wanted WayV to perform. But I feel like that must have been, like as a performer, I wonder if that got confusing, like, remembering which one you were doing on which day. Like, yeah, you can get a better look at Winwin's, like, shawl thing here, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's super interesting. Like, you definitely have to give them credit. They have some really unique styling for this album. We've got the credits. And then the CD itself is in this pouch at the back, which I feel like has been the trend lately. Oh, and it's such a pretty CD. It's got the cityscape. And it, like, the way the light catches it, it's like a rainbow hollow. That's gorgeous. That's really gorgeous. And then our bonus stuff, like I said, I don't even know what all comes in this. SM has started throwing, like, more random things in their albums finally, along with the photo card. So let's see. Try not to get spoiled about the photo card. What is in this little packet? So we've got, like, this extra booklet. Not sure what that's all about. We've got Lucas again. Oh. What? Okay. They're not, like... I'm so confused. What is this SM? This is why I should, like... I need to start reading the album specs again right before I record these unboxings so I'm not, like, totally lost. So it's like a little booklet, but the pages are separated. I guess you could use them as, like, posters? It's got different members on them. That's something. We've got Lucas, Winwin. I want to look through it like it's a booklet. Tin. Group photo. And then Xiaojun, Yang, Hendry, and Kun. Very interesting. Not at all what I expected to be in there. I thought that might be some random goodies, but apparently not. Very interesting. Okay, so it looks like we get a postcard and our photo cards. So for the postcard, I got Hendry. And I pulled Hendry in one of my Resonance albums as well. That was through a group order, so it wasn't, like, you know, natural, but I feel like I get a lot of his stuff. And then for the card, if you know their signatures better than I do, you probably already know who this is. Oh. I got Yang. And if I sound a bit troubled by this, you see, Tin and Lucas are my biases, right? But as I've been starting to watch a little more WayV content, not nearly enough. I really want to watch more of their content and, like, really get more into them because I really like their music. They're definitely the NCT unit I'm, like, most interested in. But all that is to say that Yang is definitely creeping up as, like, a secondary bias, and the temptation to collect his cards as well is very real. It's just NCT and WayV have so many cards. Like, I don't even have all of Tins and Lucas's yet. I don't know if I can financially afford to collect another member, but now I've pulled one of his cards, you see. I'm not going to be able to sell or trade this. It's a slippery slope. Like, this is what always happens to me, is I'm considering collecting a member, but I have the strength to hold out until I pull one of their cards, and then it's all downhill from there. But, super cute card. Super happy with this pull, but also very conflicted about it, because I don't know if I can financially afford to collect 3 NCT members. Possibly 4 if I end up collecting Jotaro. SM, you evil, evil geniuses. We are truly all weak to the NCT scheme. Next up, we have the Hitchhiker version, and as we can see on the cover, this is more of a, like, nighttime sunset kind of lighting compared to the first version. So that's kind of fun. I like that detail. And this one is more of an orangey color. So I'm really curious to see if this is going to be a totally new concept or if it's just going to be different pictures from the same concepts. Because I feel like with SM, it could be either one. And here's what everything looks like when you take off that sleeve. Yeah, I really, really love the warm tones of this. Especially with the sleeve off. That's really gorgeous. I think I like that a little bit better than with the orange overlay. Whereas the other one I like better with the blue. Oh, and I went ahead and took my photo cards and stuff out. So we'll save those for last. Okay, so it looks like we have the same outfits, but a different setting, which is interesting. I do like that it is shot at nighttime. I feel like we don't get that many, like, nighttime photo shoots in K-pop. And it's really cool. I really like the lighting. I do personally wish we had some different outfits as well, but I do think the different lighting and setting makes it different enough that this feels like a very different photo shoot, even if the outfits are the same. Again, love Lucas's hair here. I feel like it works even more with, like, this motorcycle. It really helps with, like, the 80s rock star look. Really cool. So the lyrics for Kickback again. Again, I don't know what to make of Wenwen's outfit. Like, it's so weird, and none of it goes together that I think I almost like it because of how weird it is. Oh, I love his earring. The star, that's really pretty. Yeah, I love this kind of, like, nighttime city aesthetic. That's really cool. Next for action figure. Oh, these are different outfits. Okay, that's cool. So maybe we're getting these instead of, like, the rich aesthetic. That's kind of nice. Love, love, love the lighting. So gorgeous. I loved Tin's chunky streaks. That was such a good look. Ah, that's such a cool picture. So many Tin photos in a row. I'm not complaining about it. Here's for Horizon. Something about the way Lucas's outfit looks in this picture makes it look almost like a Prince uniform. Like, I know it's not, but something about the way it looks here gives those vibes. Super gorgeous close-up. Got Young. You know, I actually think I like this photo book a little bit better so far. I like the packaging of the other version more, but I think I like these nighttime aesthetics better, personally. Both good, though. And again, I love how thick these photo books are. Love these pictures of Lucas. So cool. Some more Tin. Win-win. Which, I love how in some pictures you can't even see how weird his outfit is. Like, if you just saw this picture and didn't know what he was wearing, it doesn't look bad. It looks like just a fun shawl over some normal jeans. But the truth is much wilder than that. I will say, the way they, like, alternate pictures and, like, spread everybody's out throughout this would be so difficult if you're trying to learn the members. Like, I'm so glad I have all of them now. Because this would be so confusing if I didn't. Have the lyrics for All for Love. I really, really love this photo shoot. Just the way they are lit in these pictures is so gorgeous to me. So pretty. Like, I don't know how I actually feel about the outfits, but the way they look in this photo shoot is really cool. Lyrics for Good Time. And like the softly orange lighting goes so well with the orange of the pages. This was a really well designed photo book, I feel like. Which that is something I feel like looking through most of WayV's albums. I will say their first full album, the packaging, I wasn't as huge of a fan of because it was in like a paper envelope, but like everything else, really, really good. And I'm glad that this album was kind of a return to form with like the nice hardcover book style packaging, because I greatly prefer that to Turn Back Time. Or Awaken the World was the name of the album. Again, so gorgeous. I feel like I've said that for so many of Tin's pictures in this photo book, but just the lighting combined with Tin, I guess. I don't know. There's just something really ethereal about it that I really like. I mean, it's true of all of their photos, but something about Tin's in particular is just so heightened in the Korean version of Kickback. I think it's the chunky streaks. Those really like bring out the light really well. And the credits. And then the CD. And again, they didn't have to make these different, but they did. They did like the warmer colors compared to the cooler ones of the blue version. I love that. I love that attention to detail. And then our like extra booklet posters thingy. I'm gonna have to look at the description and see what they officially called this. We've got Lucas. Win-Win. These are gorgeous pictures. I think that one was in the album. 10. A group photo. Xiaojun. Yang. Interesting that Koons is like 2 photos put together. I don't think I like that. Feels really inconsistent with the other pictures. Alright, and now for the postcard and photo card. Oh, I got a group postcard. Didn't even know that was an option. That's nice. Okay, and then for the photo card, got Win-Win. Oh, that's a really pretty photo card, too. Again, when you can't see the shawl or the questionable shorts, they fool you into thinking it's a normal outfit. And I just noticed they didn't do any circle cards here. They didn't do those for the Resonance albums either, so I wonder if SM's doing away with those. That's a little bit sad, because I kind of liked those. I thought that was like a unique NCT thing. So I'll be sad to see that go. But that is it for today's K-pop haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more unboxings or K-pop hauls like this one, you can check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.